Next, I'm going to jump into the analytics dashboard. So it's very, very important to have a very clear analytics dashboard, because if you don't, then you don't know what's going on with your account. So this is, kind of a screenshot of my analytics dashboard. It has the PPC spend, the PPC sales, the overall sales, units, sessions, unit session percentage, which is the conversion rate, click-through rate, cost per click, total ACOS, and then the price, Amazon fees, cost of goods, and the profit. So I'm going to cover everyone in a second. With the PPC spend, I want to see here how my PPC spend is going up over time. As you can see here, we went from a small amount of PPC spend to a very large amount of PPC spend. So a huge increase. Now, what I want to see is, even if I increase my PPC spend hugely, I want to see that my sessions went up a big amount as well, because what I am spending on is I'm spending to get more people to click on my listing. So in this case, we spent 21% more. We only got 109% more sessions. So this is kind of like saying, hey, maybe we overspent a little bit. But then we also look at the PPC sales, how it changed, and the overall sales. And then you can see here the PPC sales went up significantly. The overall sales went up significantly as well. So this tells us that our PPC is working. It's not like, our organic is going up and our PPC is not. And by the way, organic and PPC are very closely related. So you can't say that, your PPC is not causing organic sales. The PPC is causing organic sales, but we want to kind of see the relationship. If we see that the PPC is not moving at all and organic sales is moving, then something weird is going on. And we want to make sure that we're also not cannibalizing. Now, units is, self-explanatory. Sessions, that's that biggest indicator of PPC, because if our sessions are going up, if our PPC spend is going up, it means that we're launching more ads, right? And if we're launching more ads, then more people should be clicking on us and more people should be going in. But if we notice that we created a bunch of different ads, our PPC spend went up, but our sessions didn't go up as much, that's telling you that the same people are just clicking on different ads. And that's obviously not good for us, because the same person can only buy once. They're not gonna, if they click on 3 ads, they're not gonna buy 3 different times. So our ads should be hitting different and unique people as much as possible. Conversion rate and click-through rate. So this is a very big one, because the click-through rate will indicate how much do people want to click on your listing. If you notice that, all of a sudden your click-through rate has gone down, this isn't, this might not be related to your PPC, but it's an indication that something on your listing, especially on the front, when comparing it in the search, something's wrong. Maybe your image is a little bit messed up. Maybe you lost the coupon, you had a coupon, you lost it. Your competitors dropped your price and your price is still high, something like that. So you have to make sure that your click-through rate is the same or going up, or else your ads are going to be less and less effective, and less people are going to click on it. With the conversion rate, it's the same thing. We're driving traffic to a listing. So it's very important to understand what your conversion rate is. If your conversion rate is bad, no matter how good you do, you can have the best PPC person on the planet, they can't fix it, because if they're sending 10 people to your listing and only 1 person is converting, even if they cut down your cost per click to like 60 cents, you're still spending $6 to acquire 1 customer. Now, $6 to acquire 1 customer, if your profit is like $8, you're essentially not profitable, So if your conversion rate is high, then you're able to drive more and more traffic and more people convert, and you get more and more sales. And if you notice your conversion rate drops, then it's like, hey, something happened here. Are we out of season? Should we cut down the PPC spend? Or, did our price go up? Did we increase our price and now people aren't converting as much? So it's very important to keep that metric, because it's an equation. Both of them have to work. The sessions have to be high, conversion rate has to be high, click-through rate has to be high. If your click-through rate drops, okay, not enough people are going into your listing. If your conversion rate drops, okay, not enough people are converting. If your sessions drop, not enough people are going to your listing. So that's kind of the equation. And then here we have the cost per click to understand, what's our cost per click? Are we overspending? Were we bidding $1? Like here we were bidding like $1, whatever. But obviously, we had a bunch of data here where we weren't spending on PPC. This was actually $1.28. This was like maybe a $4.48 is the average. And now here it's $4.23. So we actually went down on average, because it was, 5 here and 4 here, 446 and 450. Now it's 423 on average. So that's good. We're going down. If we can cut it back to 4 and still maintain the same number of sessions, great. Now we're saving 20 cents on every click, and it adds up, because obviously if we're getting 3,633 sessions on average, is going to take maybe 2 clicks per session. So you're talking about 7,000 clicks, and if we save 20 cents on 7,000 clicks, it's still a lot of money. It's still like $700 or something like that. So anyways, that's why we keep our eye on cost per click. Total ACOS, that's the main metric, right? ACOS is not really that good of a metric, because it's just based on the PPC. But obviously we know that the PPC affects organic ranking also, and we just talked about in the launch how if you have a really good launch, all of your organic ranking and keywords will move up. So it's good to keep your eye out on total ACOS. And then the whole point of having total ACOS here is, as you can see here, the total ACOS was 1.5%. We were making 39,000. Now the total ACOS is 12%. We're making 54,000. So don't be blinded by the fact that there needs to be a really low number for it to be good. Once you hit a certain point and you're kind of like steady at that point, which is, let's say 10% total ACOS, you can say, okay, let me push it up to 15% total ACOS. Let's see what happens. Maybe you'll make more sales. If you do, then 15% is the better total ACOS to stay at. The guiding factor should be your profit. So in this case, the profit went from 19.5 to 21,000. Okay, so if that number is increasing, that's good. We want to keep doing that. Now, obviously, in this case, we went up $6,000 more. We have about $15,000 more in sales. However, only $2,000 more in profit. So this tells us that there is a lot of room to refine and cut things down. So, but as long as the profit dollar amount is going up, that's the number that matters, because that's the number that is going to get deposited into your account at the end of the day. Because if that number is going up, great. If your total ACOS goes from 10% to 3%, don't think that you're accomplishing anything if your net profit at the end of the day is going down, right? So that should be your North Star. That should be your guiding to everything. So if you're like, hey, I'm gonna try this crazy thing out, I'm gonna do like 10 keyword campaigns, whatever, look at your profits. Is the profit going up? If it is, amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. And again, everything that I'm saying here, this is just kind of some strategies that I've tried and have worked, and it's all fundamentals. You can change it however you want, as long as you understand how the metrics are changing. If your sessions are going up, if your conversion rate is staying the same, if your click-through rate is staying the same or improving, for both the conversion and the click-through rate are improving, and then if your profit amount is improving, keep doing whatever you want. So you can say, okay, Mina's strategy is to do this. You can say, I heard another strategy, whatever, Elizabeth, Destiny, someone has this new strategy. You try it out and you see, is the profit dollar amount going up? If it is, that strategy is working. Keep doing it. If it's not, then you know that strategy didn't work. So that's kind of the analytics dashboard on my end.
Hey, it's Ria Mittal here. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to SellerApp's main YouTube channel, where we upload all things Amazon and some how-to guides that will make sure that you're winning on Amazon. You will not get this anywhere else. Until the next time, happy selling.